Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Times 100 2023 most influential person. The person I want to introduce is Zhou Liqiu and Zhou Xiuzi. Yeah. And here is the outline. I will briefly introduce his where he's from and his background. And I will talk about the main discussion, including why I will choose him and why he is influential, and some recent news about him. And following is the conclusion. And if you have any question during the presentation, you can ask me directly, or you can ask me in the last part Q&A session. And introduction. Who is Zhou Xiuzi? Have any one of you seen him on TV or heard of him? Please raise your hand. Okay. It's out of my expectation. Initially, I didn't know him before doing this presentation. So I have some question is he a celebrity? And is he very famous? And is he truly influential? And after the research, my answer is not really, absolutely. And he's not a celebrity. He's a successful businessman, and now he's the CEO of the TikTok. And is this really famous? Not really, but he's a little go virus in the U.S. because he testified in the U.S. Congress. And some of the media, because of his handsome appearance, so many young people and media begin to focus on him. And is he influential? My answer is absolutely, because he's the key person to decide many young people's online life. And I want to introduce the background and nationality. He is the Singapore, and both of his father and his mother is come from Singapore. And his father is an architect, and his mother is a certified accountant. So I think he has a great educational environment. So look at the educational background. He's graduated from the University of London and majoring in economics, and got a master's degree in Harvard University and majored in business administration. And I think he is a successful person in his life. And his occupation is the CEO of TikTok now. And why I choose him? Because I'm curious about how he became successful. And he's just a 40 years young man, and how he can achieve this, and why he will select in the Titans in 2023 Times 100. And the second reason I choose him is I think this app is relevant to our life. And when it comes to this app, I want to ask a question again. Have anyone ever used this app? Please raise your hand. Okay, it's out of my expectation. In previous question, I think no one will raise their hand. But in this question, I expect many of you will raise your hand, but only 3 of you. But I think everyone knows this app, and it include my friend often use this app to look some funny videos. So especially in the United States, many young people are addicted to the TikTok. So I think this app is relevant to our life. And now I want to talk about his successful element. And I want to say he has a beautiful resume. Just previous page I talked about. He's graduated from London University, and after graduating from the University of London, he went to the Goldman Sachs. It's the famous investment company in the world, and the headquarters is in the United States. I believe many of the commerce of college students know this company. In Chinese, we say 高盛 Investment. And after 3 years, he quit the job and decided to get a master's degree. So he studied in Harvard University. And during his time in Harvard University, he was an intern in Facebook. And in 2008, and in 2008, Facebook was only the early stage company. It's not like now very famous or popular. And after being an intern in the Facebook, he went to Russia and go to another investment company which called DST. It's an abbreviation. The whole name is the Digital Sky Technology, and it's also an investment group in Russia. And during his time, he helped the company to do some successful investment, like he invests the China big company like Alibaba and Xiaomi. And due to his investment, he came into knew some prominent Chinese business tycoon, like the chairman of Xiaomi, Lei Jun. So because of this, he was hired of CFO of Xiaomi. And after being the CFO of Xiaomi, he transferred to the TikTok company, which is the subsidiary company from the ByteDance. In Chinese we say 字节跳动. It's a parent company of the TikTok. And why he will transfer to the TikTok? Because he say during his time in DST, because some of the investment, he know the culture of the ByteDance. He know how the company operating. So he want to go to ByteDance company. So therefore, he was hired of the CEO of the TikTok. And here's the successful element. I think because of the resume, he has a very beautiful resume. And this element is related. And during the Goldman Sachs may foster his profession and communication. And the third one is the competence. Because of this experience, make him have the great competence, so he can become very successful. And why does he has influence? Just like what I said before, it's just like he may become a bridge for a communication between China and the United States because of the safety information problem between these two countries. And he's neither United States citizen or a China citizen. He is a Singapore. So I think he can be a one to communicate with these two countries, especially in this field. And it's just like a key person deciding many people's online life, because especially in United States, many people use TikTok. And it's the recent news. Because of the problem in the previous page I talked to. So he went to the US Congress to testify. And many congressmen and congresswomen asking about some question, like the content of the TikTok. Because some of the content of the TikTok has violence. So the US Congress will worry about it. And besides, the US government also accused the China use the TikTok to control their U.S. citizens. So they want him to explain it. But unfortunately, after 5 hours testifying, there is no conclusion. So in the latest news is the Monaco state has passed a bill to completely ban the TikTok. And his reaction is that this violate the Constitution of United States. So the TikTok company will against it. And now is the conclusion. Although whether TikTok can survive in the United States remains to be seen, and it has indeed exerted some influence, just like what I said before, and he has already made an influence in the world. And his life motto is put effort into everything. Okay, and here is the ending. Thank you. Now it's the QA session. Does everyone have any proper?
Who is the woman that's powerful?
His wife.
Oh.
And this photo is in the 2022 Met Gala. It's many celebrities and many successful businessmen or women can attend this.
I think there are a lot of negative comments toward TikTok, like the sound of TikTok and your parents have 抖音小父母白养. Okay, so do you think that it is, I know in your opinion, do you still think that on the field of education or whether he had a positive influence to the people, is it successful or not?
Actually, I just think he just say some political correct sentence to the congressman and congresswoman. So, is it generate some positive influence? I don't think so, but I think he may can change the content of the TikTok, like remove or restricted the violence video. But if you talk to the political problem, I think so far he can solve it. Maybe he can solve it in the future, but yeah, depends how he do.
Another question here. So it sounds like after the presentation, so Mr. Chiu has earned your admiration. So it sounds like you really look up to him after knowing more about his name.
Yeah, because I think he's a winner in his life. In the early stage, he showed his great ability in the starting. So he can go to some like University of London and got master's degree in Harvard University, and because this research, and he can go to the famous company, Golden Sachs. Yes.
So will this change your view on TikTok? Will you trust TikTok a bit more?
Not really. Yeah, because I saw some video during his testifying, and some congressman and woman asking some question, and he just avoid. He will say about the topic, but avoid the point. So, but I want to praise him. He's very brave because he went to the Congress alone and accept 5 hours testifying. So it's very unbelievable. Yeah.
Why do you think, like in your opinion, why do you think
so
famous? Like why? Are there any like aspects?
I didn't know about why this app will become will go viral.
Like why do you like the app yourself? Why do you like it? Or,
Do I like the app?
yeah.
I still don't use the TikTok. I think this is very famous in United States, and so I decided to research about it.
Do you think he successfully spoke out in defense for TikTok in a congressional testimony last month?
So your question is it successful in the Congress?
Yeah, is he successfully persuade those?
I don't think so because the congressman think he was avoid the problem they asked him. So the Montana State has passed the bill to completely ban TikTok in next year, January 1st. Yeah. So I think it's a very tough problem that you need to solve it quickly or try to do some policies to tell the U.S. government that we don't control your citizens or we can change our content. Yeah, I think this is what we need to do now.
Good. Any others? Okay, I think there's something I want to point out. I think you mentioned Mr. Chio's resume. So we know he went to London University and also Harvard.
Oh, sorry, resume.
The rest is okay. I mean, actually, you don't have to MVP because I think several ETP graduates also entered London University. And last year, one of your senior ETPer, she was also accepted by Harvard. She's Penny. She's now studying in Harvard MBA. So she once said where you are right now. Okay, so anything's possible. Okay, so thank you very much for the presentation.